Hello, hello, hello. My name is Melissa Barnes, and welcome to the Rise channel. And I am your legacy and leadership mentor. I work with female entrepreneurs and high level executive women who are outwardly extremely successful, checking all the boxes, doing all the right things, but inwardly, secretly starting to feel like they are vanishing from within their lives. Welcome. Let's chat. All right. I just had a very powerful interview, and some of the questions really did spark some massive debate about how I feel about personal growth and development world and emotional intelligence. And I had to just jump in because I'm fired up. I had an opportunity to speak about my upcoming book, The Disappearing Woman. Be ready for that to launch. That's coming out very, very soon. Where I dive right into the disappearing woman and the silent epidemic that is actually happening on a global level around the world with all kinds of overachieving women who are achieving great linear success and accolades and all the things, but are struggling to find real joy and fulfillment in their own life that they've built. And as a legacy and leadership mentor, I am here to work with you to help you redesign your true legacy life and what that looks like, not just for you, but the lineage coming in behind you, the generations, your kids, your grandkids, your future great grandkids. And I know that's hard for us to look forward that far and imagine us to even have grandkids at this point is almost like, whoa, slow it down. I have that feeling too. Look, I'm 41 years old and I don't even clue into the fact that I'm 41 until I see myself and I'm like, oh, okay, right? And it's all about your perspective. But I want to jump in and just really dive deep about the disappearing woman. It is something that is profoundly real. It's a very real experience when we have it. And I know that because I have experienced myself inside the epidemic of the disappearing woman, outwardly powerful, outwardly very successful, inwardly erased, no idea, how you get through the day, running on autopilot from here to here to here to here, trying to balance it all out, knowing that something is greatly wrong, that you are very disconnected in your relationships at home, that you feel like you're doing it all and without thanks, and it's that like unrewarding job that you have, and that you sort of do everything out of a place of complete disconnect. It's an obligation rather than something you love doing. All of these things fall in part and parcel to the disappearing woman. Okay? And I just want to come here and say there's nothing wrong with you. Okay? You are not, in fact, broken. And I want to encourage you one thing before I go any further. The next time you decide that you're going to enter into mentorship, a program, a course, whatever it may be, don't enter it into this idea that you are broken and this thing is going to fix it. Because what you are actually doing is signaling to yourself that you are in fact broken, that there is in fact something wrong with you, and that you need more help to get to the bottom of it. But what you really need really is to get very radically honest with yourself, right? And if things don't feel good in your life the way you are, and you feel like you are in fact vanishing behind the very walls that you've helped build, I want to encourage you to think a little bit differently, that you are not broken, right? You don't really need fixing. What you're looking for is transformation, and they're different, right? We could fix a leaky pipe or a car part. Okay, you don't need to be fixed. What you're looking for is a mirror to show you where perhaps your blind spots are and give you examples and ways to really look at things a little bit differently, to encourage you to grow. Okay, so you're not broken. You are not broken. There isn't really anything wrong with you. What is actually hugely wrong is the way you're feeling. Okay, and you are in the position that you are in. You are feeling the way you are feeling. You are not scaling your business. You are not leading your family with compassion and joy and fulfillment and connection because you are living in your past as the past version of you. And quite frankly, if you were going to be very honest with yourself, you're probably sick and tired of her. You've outgrown her, and she was there to help you survive. The next level you is waiting for you to claim her and say, I'm ready to thrive. I'm done surviving on this autopilot that I've entered into, and I'm ready to thrive within the success that I've already built, and I'm ready to receive even more. Right? And so when you are willing to recognize that is true, there's nothing wrong with you. You are powerful. Look at what you've done. Even with the feelings that you're feeling, look at what you've accomplished. Right? And there's so much more for you to do. But you can't do it as her. Right? You have to love her. She's carried you this far. But also, she's acting in ways that are just keeping you safe, keeping you hidden, keeping you from getting bigger because she doesn't know or understand what that looks like. So I want to ask you a real question right now. If you woke up tomorrow and you had no past, the past had been erased from your memory databank, and you got the freedom to choose who you are, how you are, how you're going to be, how you're going to lead, what you're going to do, and how you're going to do it, how would you be? Who would you be? How would you do it? How would you act? How would you love? How would you lead? What would you do in your business? Would you like do something crazy? Would you like sign up to speak on stage in front of 2,000 people, something like that, because you don't have the fears or the beliefs that you used to have that you're not enough, right? Would you lead with intention? Would you love your partner more because you can't remember the argument you had yesterday? When you are willing and able to detach yourself from the past, right? The guilt, the mistakes, the memories, the things you should have, the things you shouldn't have, the things they shouldn't have. You have the freedom to create whatever you want. Like, I know you don't get up on purpose and say, I'm going to screw up this whole day. I'm going to get up late, hit the snooze, not work out, eat a muffin, eat a donut, have 8 coffees. I'm going to eat like crap all day. I'm going to yell at everybody. I'm going to blame everybody else. I'm going to have a massive fight with my husband and sleep on the couch. I'm going to yell at all the kids and kind of tell them they're not doing good enough at all their stuff. You don't get up like that. You don't get up and decide that's how you're going to be. But like you might be it because it's a rolling repetition, the hamster wheel of discontent, right? So who would you be? How and what? So I want to give you some homework. This is true embodiment work. I don't believe really in a lot of homework when I work in the rise. because I work with overachieving women. I work with high achieving, high functioning women, and we don't, love doing extra homework. So we do embodiment. We put it in motion. We integrate what we're learning today, right? So here's what I want you to do today. I want you to decide, and whether that means you want to write it down first, that's great. Write it down first. When I wake up tomorrow, I won't have a past to dictate my future. Who will I be? How will I be? How will I act? How will I lead? How will I feel? What's my new routine? What am I going to accomplish today to get me to where I really want to be, which is a legacy woman, building the empire, right? Setting my kids up for success, but also showing them love, respect, nurturing, help them see they can create anything in this world they desire, show them love by leading love, show them what they want by demonstrating how to be, show them what real love and connection in a partnership looks like in a marriage. Show them the things that you want for them by mirroring it to them. Take the embodiment step today. And my embodiment step for my homework is I'm going to nail down finally how to say mirroring faster. When the next time you hear me say it, I'm going to have it nailed. That's my embodiment. That's my work for today. Nobody said we were supposed to be perfect, right? But we have to love the person that we are, as imperfect and brilliant as we are, right? I want you to revisit the homework. If you didn't catch it, tomorrow morning, you wake up, you have no past. You have no past who is delegating your limitations for tomorrow. Okay? You've got no false beliefs. You've got no backstory. You've got no guilt. You've got no shame. You've got nothing. Who are you going to be? And step into her starting tomorrow. And I want to see them in the comments. How did it go? Who were you? And how well did that work for you? All right. Until next time, we'll see you.